Welcome to the Morning Method, your one-stop shop for everything sports, where we bring you the biggest stories, top highlights, and expert analysts to kick off your day with the method. We got a big NBA slate for y'all today, but up first, we're going to talk about the Chicago Bulls versus the 76ers. They do have Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey on a game-time decision. The Chicago Bulls also have Kobe White on a game-time decision as well, but they are favoring the 76ers by a -4.5. If Maxey and Embiid play, I do love them for this -4.5. It's kind of slim with them being on the game time decision. I would fade them down to a 2.5 or a 3.5, maybe just to be safe. But according to the method, the 76ers should win on the money. Up next on the NBA slate, we got the Trailblazers versus the Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz have a slew of people out tonight. Jordan Clarkson, Colin Sexton, and Wes Kessler is expected to be out tonight as well. Laurie Markin is also on a game time decision. The Trailblazers do have DeAndre Ayton out tonight, and Williams is on the game time decision as well. But they are favoring the Blazers by a -5.5. And if you ask me, it's kind of game a little shifty because both of these teams are injured riddled. But the Trailblazers have been blazing, if you ask me. But I do kind of like them for the money line. I'm not going to take them for the -5.5 just because they're not a consistent team that gets the win. But I look for them to go ahead and do what they do best and use that young core. And according to the method, the Trailblazers should win tonight. Up next, we got the Sacramento Kings versus the Charlotte Hornets. The Sacramento Kings are super healthy tonight. Everybody's playing. Nobody's on any game time decisions. But the Charlotte Hornets do have Mark Williams. He's going to be out tonight, their center, and they're still without a Brandon Miller. He's still out for the season. But LaMelo Ball, he's going to play tonight, and Bridges still will be in the game tonight. But they're favoring the Sacramento Kings by 11.5. I love it. I like it, but I would fade it down maybe to a 9.5, maybe a 10.5, just because the Hornets, even though they don't have any injury, LaMelo could literally go off for 40 at any time. But I do love the Hornets for them to potentially cover the spread tonight. But according to the method, the Sacramento Kings should win straight out, and they should win by at least 8 points tonight. Now it's time for. There's always a method to the madness. So this morning rush, we're going to talk about the 6 games that are back to back and also shouldn't go the way that they say they should go. Let's get into it. Up first, we got the LA Clippers versus the Detroit Pistons. Both of these teams played last night. The Pistons won and the Clippers lost. And the Pistons are currently on a 6-game winning streak right now. They're favoring the Clippers by a -2.5. I love this -2.5 for the Clippers, and I love the money line for the Clippers. And according to the method, the Clippers should take it all tonight, and the Detroit Pistons should lose this 6-game winning streak. Up next for the morning rush, we got the Nuggets versus the Pacers. The Pacers did play last night. They had a hard-fought game. They actually won, but the Denver Nuggets are favored by -5.5. I love that -5.5 for them to win tonight. And according to the method, the Denver Nuggets should take the W tonight. Up next, we got the Nets versus the Wizards. The Nets are favored at a -2.5. I love that for them tonight. The Wizards did play last night in a hard-fought game, so I'm looking forward for the Brooklyn Nets to go ahead and take the win. And according to the method, the Brooklyn Nets should get the W tonight. Up next, we got the Heat versus the Hawks. The Hawks did play last night in a hard-fought game that they lost to the Detroit Pistons. They are playing a good defensive Miami Heat defeat team tonight, and I look for them to go ahead and lose. According to the method, the Heat should go ahead and take the win. Up next, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the OKC Thunder. Last night, they already had a hard-fought game between Edwards and Shai Gilgeous. But currently, right now, they're favoring OKC by 12.5. If you ask me, I don't think it's going to happen that way. I see the Minnesota holding up and actually keeping that 12. So according to the method, the OKC should win tonight, but the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to cover the spread. That's it for today's morning method. Thanks for tuning in. Catch us tomorrow for more sports updates. And always remember here, we smarter than Vegas because winning is the method.